On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay.
Well, she was one of America's first child stars, bringing innocence and energy to the screen in a time of deep depression. And now Shirley Temple has died at age 85. WSJ Digital features Senior Director Christopher Farley here to discuss Temple and her legacy. How you doing, the man in black?
Yeah, doing great. You know, the thing about Shirley Temple, I mean, obviously she was a major star during the time of the Great Depression, and she really is kind of the great inspiration. People look to her for hope. I mean, she was sort of newer than the New Deal. She, in her films, you watch her films, she always played this, or she typically played this plucky orphan who's overcoming the odds and was singing and tap dancing and the whole way. And it was just something that lifted the spirits at a time when people were really feeling down about long lines for food, for jobs, for other things. And even FDR said that this is someone that is really lifting people's hopes.
And what really struck me was that she was the top box office draw from 1935 to 38, even over Clark Gable. So she was really a superstar at that time.
She was a superstar. The superstardom didn't translate into adult film roles that made her into a star. And in fact, her handlers were always sort of worried about her looking too mature. In her book, Child Star, she talks about how they used to tape her, try to want to bind her chest down so people couldn't tell that she was now becoming a woman. And so at 21, she retired. She found a different career.
But she was really one of the child stars that made the most out of that experience because of what she was able to do later in her life.
She definitely was. She showed you could have a second act after a child star, becoming an ambassador to places like Ghana and Czechoslovakia, becoming a major Republican fundraiser, someone who was taken seriously in her work. And most child stars, when they transition beyond being child stars, aren't taken seriously. We see that again and again today.
And what do you think it was that she had that helped her do that?
Well, you know, she helped create this whole kind of innocence industry. You know, this industry of innocence where people sort of market the youth of these stars. They move on after that youth has dried up. But today's stars, I think, look to that again and again to sort of, you know, one, to have some appeal when they're younger, and they're not always able to transition successfully into adult lives.
I don't see Bieber wanting to become an ambassador later in life. What is the difference between her and the Selena Gomez's of the world and the stars we see today?
Well, Selena Gomez, we still have to see how she transitions. She's done well with her last album. Justin Bieber's obviously running into proms. I think Taylor Swift is someone who, remember, she started off as a child star. Now she's obviously an adult, and she's still selling millions of records, selling out tours. She's done it the right way, still has a sophisticated image. I could see her being an ambassador someday. So there are some child stars, former child stars today, that I think can transition into lives where they're taken seriously.
What do you think the legacy of Shirley Temple will be?
The legacy is going to be those movies. You watch the movies, I mean, she's a great child actress. You can see why she won that tiny little honorary Oscar, because she's just pure cuteness, and it still comes across today, decades later.
And there will never be another one. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Thank you.